Hi everyone, today you're joining me on the banks of Walthamstow Reservoir. I've been here for a little bit already, first time ever coming here, and I'm on Reservoir 2. The plan was to come to Reservoir 1, but there was this particular weekend it was their overnight stay, so it's really busy here. We've set up, I've got Simon just on the other side, but it's really quiet. It's about to. You look nice and tight down there, nice and comfortable.
So we've got to catch something today because we're firing that left, right and forward. So we will get something. We've got a brew on there, so I'm careful.
Yeah, that's fine, I ain't coming down.
So yeah,
that's Simon from Cast Play. Was it Cast Play and... What are you now? What are you Cast Play and?
Play and away.
Cast Play and Away.
Cast
So check him out on YouTube.
Away.
Oh. Typical, because that one's over there empty, that one there is empty.
Yeah. When you look over there now, yeah.
I reckon that's probably permit holders only, as in like members. Because that little gate, so.
People would ask on the way out.
Yeah.
Is it for members?
It's just as you come in, it's just that one, just right there. We'll ask what that one is as well.
Well, we scoped out the whole lake, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. So we had to walk around the whole of this lake. As far as we know, this is Reservoir 1. We've walked all the way around it.
Come on, brew on. Come on, brew.
Oh, you got one rod out already, or?
I'm not started yet.
Oh,
I'm going to get this brew going and then sit down and I'll start.
Yeah, I've got 2 out so far. I've literally just gone either side just to test it. There's a lot of I've got a lot of motion there. So I'm literally one literally here. There's a lot of bubbles.
Oh, okay.
And one literally right there with a lot of bubbles.
Nice bit of sunny as well. Nice bit
Yeah,
of sun.
nice bit of warmth coming on there. Where you're in the cold, aren't you?
So you've got one over there.
See, literally this, and all the bubbles. Look that way. See all the bubbles coming up. Look, you've got patches of bubbles coming up, and there has been a lot of motion. I've just threw a load of bait out, a load of ground bait. So
that's what I'm going to start with. Get the ground bait out there, and see how that goes, and then start feeding them with pellets.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I've done a handful of corn just to sort of not spook them.
Yeah.
Threw a load of corn out, a handful of ground bait out, then put the rods gently as possible out there. Put a bit more on top, and then I've just left it as that.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Beautiful size, isn't it? Yeah.
You got your dark shades on as well.
I have. Yeah, I've got them here. Yeah. I've got prescription ones as well.
It is lovely. I mean, now we know what it's like over here.
Yeah.
Next time we'll be prepared.
Well, I think the only reason why it's like this is because of the night fishing.
Yes.
Night fishing.
Yeah. Well, it's a matter of phoning up beforehand to find out is there night
fishing.
Well,
on the website we found it on the Walthamstow Reservoir website. Yeah, it was on there.
Nice, nice setting as well, isn't it? You know, you've got something to look at here as well. So
I think the sun is going to come round towards you, though. I think you're going to end up being in the sun. I'm going to be in the shade. This one's had a knock already. I don't know if you heard it.
Yeah, I heard.
First one on the left.
Alarms going off. Sam's seen probably a possible carp quite close to us.
There's a few over here coming up and that coming rising.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see how quick they react to whatever we're putting in or not.
With my right rod, I'm going to leave my right rod there. Middle rod, I'm going to put probably just straight out, and then a bit later on, depending on how it's going, obviously. If it's crazy, then I'll go down. Like if it's crazy, I'll leave it as 2. If it's not, I'll put a third one down here.
Well, we know they like to come in to the margin, don't we? Yeah. We know, so that's always a good spot.
Yeah.
So, and then as for casting out, I mean, this must be about 10 foot deep as well. Do you reckon?
Yeah, from what I've read anyway. Yeah.
That's the deepest I've fished so far, because Tiders is only like what 5-7 foot.
Yeah.
So this will be,
yeah. Hopefully it'll be good.
Lovely job there.
Oh, tight lines. So we're coming up to 2 hours. Haven't had any luck as yet. I've still got one over this side. I've re-put out again. I've got the second rod going straight out about 30 metres, and then just a something to do. I've got a little float rod just sitting down here, just literally for something to do, something else to watch. I keep getting quite a few knocks, a lot of movement in the water. I'm not too sure, that's why I've gone for the float rod just to see if there's anything little, knocking it about. It's just been out about 5 minutes, so we'll give that a go and see what happens. See what kind of life's moving around. I did see a little turtle swam past a little while ago and tucked itself in the bush. But yeah, apart from that, a few little swells, loads of little fish jumping. So I don't know if there's big predators in here or what, but something's been chasing stuff around. Again, this middle rod has just been non-stop. Bleep, 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 nothing. It's got a bit of wind on the middle one. I've tightened it up a few times. It's gone a little bit slack, or it is literally just getting line knocks. Here we go again. Every so often I can see quite a biggish shadow in the water here somewhere. I'm not too sure what it is, but with all the little fish jumping, I'm assuming it's probably a pike. Typically I haven't brought any lures in my bag. Normally I have a couple of little lures just sort of in a pack just in case, and I haven't got any. No, it's gone dead again. Okay, so at the end of that, between the four of us, we didn't have any fish whatsoever. It was a shame. It was a lovely day. We was there. We all enjoyed it. But yeah, there was just no fish. We found out when we got there that from the Friday it had been a night fishing weekend, what we weren't aware of. And when we found out, we turned up. We had a walk around the lakes, and they were just rammed. There was every single peg was taken pretty much with overnight fishermen. And yeah, the reports were bags and bags of boilies were going in, and still nothing was coming out. So when we rocked up on Sunday, thinking we were just going to pull up, throw a bit of bait hat, and pull a few fish out, that wasn't the case. We were there for close to 10 hours or over 10 hours, and the whole time one fish was reported to come out, and I think that was on Lake 3. Simon from Cast Playing Away on YouTube, he was on Lake 1, Reservoir 1. There was no room left. You'll see in the video at the start there, his dad and his nephew was all crammed onto one little spot. That was literally the only spot free at that particular time when we set up. We had a walk around Reservoir 1 and Reservoir 2 a little bit later on, having a look around the lake, seeing if there was any movement, if there was any bubbles, if there was any kind of feeding going on. We didn't see nothing, literally nothing. So we went back to the swims we had originally found, and we were lucky with that because where they were so close. I ended up staying on Reservoir 2. Simon, his dad and his nephew stayed on Reservoir 1. So altogether they had 3 rods in the water on their side and drawed a complete blank. Me on Reservoir 2, I had my 2 carp rods, one just to the right in the margins, sitting in about 3-4 foot of water. My other rod was straight out of maybe, I think it was going towards Southend Pier they call it, not 100% sure, again the first time we were there. That was about 30 metres out, and then just to the left to keep busy I had the little float rod. That just got pestered with little tiny perch, and that was it. That was all we see the whole entire time. We will be going back, definitely, a bit more prepared. We'll make sure we're going when it's not going to be the weekend of overnight stay, just to give us a bit more chance, and yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.